walk through those open doors where I am now. Where I am now. I'm in a special place. I'm taking all the place where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live at WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 FM Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1350am.com, 1400am.com, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Beautiful, rainy, snowy, like they say, neighborhood in the 757. And it's 39 degrees on the outside. Light rain is supposed to stop.
Well, we want to welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400, WMVA 88.9.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we promise we'll shout you out.
You promise?
We promise. Go to all our channels. Please subscribe. Also, visit Crystal Records 1 on YouTube, CRISTO Records 1. You can go to at FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton on YouTube as well. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when we see your name, we promise we'll shout you out.
Shout out.
This day is Fun Friday.
That's right. It's Fun Friday. I had a little joke the other day I heard, and this is what I want to ask you this morning.
Okay.
You know, a Dalmatian.
Yes.
Why can't a Dalmatian play hide and seek?
They have too many spots.
You got it.
All right now. How'd y'all like that joke? In the chat, let me know if Mr. E is doing better in the joke world. I tell you what, it's not just a good fun Friday, Mr. E. We have had in Virginia some snow. I got a picture of my niece posted today. And I mean, she's in the Richmond area and talking about a lot of snow.
Well, they said it's going to be snowing up there in Lynchburg, Richmond, Roanoke, and some parts of Eastern Shore, Williamsburg. They put schools on 2-hour delays up there. So pay close attention to the road conditions. I mean, it's rainy out there now, but you got to pay close attention because some folks got snow and some folks didn't.
Well, we got a flake. I heard we got a flake or two over here. Nothing to talk about. It's not even winter yet.
No. It is winter, what they call the weather something winter season.
But the 21st, 22nd is the official winter for us.
Well, we got to remember that it's cold.
It's cold. Does cold have anything to do with the snow?
Yeah, because they said that the atmosphere and the Bahamosphere has been tilted and is now playing tricks on Mother Nature.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I don't mind a little bit of snow, and I don't feel like I'm ready for it yet. But hey, you can't mess around with Mother Nature. You can't tell it what to do what it got to do and want to do. How about
Chicago hadn't had snow since 2017, and now they're getting snow like crazy in 2025.
I tell you what, Chicago is hot in the summer and cold in the winter. I don't know if I can live in Chicago or I've been to Indianapolis, Indiana. It was the coldest place in the whole wide world. Don't ask me to go back there in the winter. So cold. I can take Hampton Roads weather. I really can. It is really, really kind of like in the middle of the road.
Mhm. But
Not too hot, not too cold.
But if you go out west coast like to Kansas City and places like that, it is COLLLLD
Yes. Now
cold.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Lived there for a few years of my life, and it talk about cold. It was cold. So New York had the habit of really snowing on our heads. Hampton Roads used to years back have a lot of snow, but things have just changed, and I don't mind. But those that have to be bothered with all that snow, God bless you. I hope you got your car changed for your tires, and I don't know what they do up there. I know it's just pure tea, a mess at times.
That's right.
But anyway, Miss E, this is Fun Friday. It's the weekend. I hope you all are geared up and ready to go for the weekend. I know I'm going to be doing some decorating. I started my Christmas decorations on yesterday. So excited. Going to finish some of it up this weekend. But I hope you all get out there and do some fun things. It's our FYI's Friday segment, What's in Your Closet? Issues concerning women. And the topic is the do's and the don'ts of holiday gift giving.
Wow, you mean to tell me there's some do's and don'ts about giving gift?
There is, but you know what, Mr. E, and my question up here is why not just accept the gift that been given? What's the beef? I mean, why do we have tips and rules and whatnot?
Well, because there's a lot of people out here, they want it vintage. They want old gifts instead of new gifts. They want gifts of their choice, because I can recall the time that I went and sat on Santa Claus' knee and I told him everything that I want. But when Christmas time came around, I got something else besides for what I want. So they want the gift that they had in their mind. So, but when you give them whatever you want to give them, some folks are not pleased with the gift that is given to them.
It's funny though when you give gifts away, and we've given a lot of gifts. Our time of giving actually is going to be on our After Dark shows this season. But people are funny, Mr. E. They're like, can I exchange this for that? Or you got any other choices? Don't lift, don't look a gift horse in the mouth is the cliche, but you find people that are sometimes unthankful and they are very picky.
Well, you got to remember, we give folks choices all through the year.
Really?
They get choices. They can choose whatever they want and how they want because of the choice factor. But when you start giving to them, they are not appreciative to the gift that is given to them. So they figure that if you're going to give them anything, give them a gift of their choice.
Well, I do understand both sides. When it comes to me, though, I like gifts. And if it's from the heart, if it's just kindness, if somebody wants to extend, hey, I don't care what it is, as long as it's helpful to me. But I also, if I have a choice, will say, hey, okay, so since I do have a choice, this is what I want. And so, we do have some do's and don'ts. It says the main do's of holiday gift giving are to research the recipient to choose a thoughtful, personalized gift and to show gratitude for what you receive. The main don'ts are to avoid overspending, creating pressure, or gifting impulsively.
That's right. And the do's, they say, be personalized, be thoughtful and personalized.
Mm-hmm.
Be thoughtful and personalized. Research the receipt's interests, hobbies, and our recent conversation to find a gift that will genuinely appreciate. A heartfelt personal message or a festive gift basket are also great options.
So they're saying, research the recipient's interest. That means get an idea. People drop nuggets throughout the year, or you'll
But who
hear
pays
somebody
attention to
say,
that?
I do. If you say, I like I would like this. I could get things close to it, or I could get that thing, or something that they've mentioned before, or on an earlier note, wherein I know they would love it. Or it says personalized, meaning you should, if you know this person that you're giving to, you kind of already know by looking at them and kind of like, seeing how they act and feel, what things they like.
But when you start to personalize it, or when you giving gift to, and they drop in hints, one of the things that they say, they, folks don't understand that men gives hints all through the year,
Mm-hmm.
but at the end of the year they don't give what the hints that they get. They don't get what the hints they have been given, and so when you make it personalized and you say, I think that he might like this, and really he don't,
Well, really he don't.
or really she
Okay.
don't.
So the thing about it is, I feel like if, especially guys, men, if you don't like your gift, you can always say, "Look, oh, this is cool, but next year I would like." In particular, I mean, it's nothing wrong with saying what you want and what you like, but if you keep thinking that people are gonna read your mind and guess every time they gotta do something for you, I don't get that part of it. People got to learn how to communicate, especially you men. You men are so funny and particular, but you don't even communicate with your phone. Just like Valentine's Day or any other day or birthdays and stuff, your mouth is closed. Or, I don't know what you want. Or either if it's a gift that you receive, you extend it to somebody else because you're like, oh, you guys got to get better.
Well, the thing about it is today we're talking about the women, the
Yeah,
gifts
but
on
you
the
mentioned the
ladies.
guys.
But I changed it and I said
You
her.
mentioned the
But
guys.
when you giving a gift, as they give all through the year, you make it personal and you go ahead and give the gift to them. But some folks change because of
Mhm.
their choices. Some folks might want it at that moment. Some ladies might want it at that moment when they see it, and then they flip the script and change and want something totally different than what they wanted at that time. You got to remember that some folks are time people.
Mhm.
There are some folks that if you get it at that time, they might want it. It can be in June. They might want it at that time and make mention of it. But you said, okay, I'll give it to you for Christmas. That they're not gonna appreciate, and it ain't gonna be something that they want because it wasn't at that time.
Well, show gratitude. I figured, hey, if somebody's going to give you something, they're going to take their time. They're going to put money into it. Come on now, show gratitude. When receiving a gift, show your appreciation in the moment with a sincere thank you. That's
That's right.
all it takes. I
That's
mean,
right.
you didn't put nothing in it. You're just the recipient of it. Somebody from the kindness of their heart. It's just like the widow's mite. Hey, one little penny she had that one little thing from the heart, and it meant so much. Still talk about it to this day. When somebody gives you a gift, just say thank you.
That's all you got to do. Is sit there. You ain't got to go into no long song or dance or and say anything afterwards because they heard that you and they she heard that you wanted, so they decided that they go out and get it close to what they thought that you want. But guess what? And if you're not thankful, just go on, take it behind their backs and throw it in the trash
Well,
can and don't be
at
appreciative.
that point, Mr. E, you know what? When people get gifts on Christmas, after Christmas, the lines are so long.
Exchange it.
Exchanging those gifts.
That's right.
So
Give the receipt.
we say people do, they give receipts and things like that, or they do what we're going to talk about a little bit later in giving gift cards and things like that. But
Okay.
it says also to be culturally aware, understand different gift opening etiquettes. For example, in some cultures, it is proper to open a gift in private, not in front of the giver.
Well, a lot of givers like to see you open up because they want to see the
I
expression
know
of your
it.
face. But
Absolutely.
because of some culture has that, if you're gonna go with the culture and go in private and open a gift because you don't want to show your. Can you imagine somebody giving you a gift and your culture says, "I go in the
Mm.
backyard of behind closed door." Can you imagine folks going in behind closed doors and open the gifts and dang, gone it, I really didn't want this old gift. And then when they come back and see you again, they got one of the greatest smiles. Ooh, it looks so beautiful. It's so fine. But yet just a few seconds ago, they went behind the closed doors and laid your butt out.
Well, I tell you what, another thing we need to consider, Mr. E, is consider your budget. It's perfectly acceptable to give gifts that fit your budget,
Yeah.
and there's no pressure to reciprocate expensive gifts. Homemade or consumable gifts are great options when money is tight.
It depends on who's the receiver. Some recipients don't want that just hear that Vepco just went up $12 more. They don't want to hear the Cox cable now and that you went over the code that code that they have. They don't want to hear that they don't want to hear you had to pay this and pay that and you got a new car. They don't want to hear that. They want what they want and they want you to give what they want.
Well, I like this one. Prioritize close relationship. I remember when my siblings, we all decided, look, let's give our nieces and nephews and grandkids, let's give them the gifts, toys and whatnot. And hey, we sit back, we stand back. We don't have to spend a lot of money on, the grown folks.
That's right.
Make sure the kids get the gifts that they enjoy and want.
And make sure that the gift that you give your family members that they don't chat about you behind your back. I remember my dad gave me a bicycle. It wasn't the bicycle that I want. It was so that my cousin came over to the house and told my dad, did he like the bicycle that I gave you to give to him? It was a three-wheel bicycle. Three-wheel. Who
How
in
old were
the world?
you?
About 7 or 8 years old. Who in the world rides a three-wheel bicycle and it don't go nowhere?
I mean, I think the worst thing about giving is somebody that you give to and they just have this nasty, mean look like, why? That to me, that says I'm not thankful,
And
for what you give, what I've received.
and don't give gift, for what I gave you last year, and I
I
gave you
spent a
this,
hundred
yeah,
dollars on you.
yeah,
You
yeah.
went to the dollar store.
It's the thought behind all the gifts that's count.
It's supposed to. But hey, here's some don'ts, Mr. E. Overspending. Ooh, avoid overspending to avoid making the recipient uncomfortable, especially if they cannot reciprocate at the same level. You give
That's
me
right.
a $200 gift, $1,000 gift, and all I can go do is, like I just said, the
Go to
dollar
the
store
dollar
or
store.
$5. And then you're gonna go and complain and I gave them
Can
a,
you
a,
imagine
a watch, a diamond watch, and look what I got.
that I got the middle store rack in dollar store, the hammer, screwdriver, and pair of pliers, and that's what I got. I got that old high karate cologne or somebody. I got some perfume. He went out and saw the bottle, said the bottle looks pretty, and it smelled like bath water. So you'd be surprised how people will react when it comes to gift.
What about gift out of obligation? Don't feel pressure to give a gift to every acquaintance on your list. If you feel drained by giving to certain people, it's better to save your money and energy. On the job and things like that, they do the Pollyanna
Yeah.
thing. In the family sometimes, or just like my girls' club, they exchange names. So, you won't have to feel that obligation to get every single person something. You may not have the money, but you do want to extend, generosity to someone.
One of the best gifts that you can give anybody, it'll work all the way around. If you're doing a Pollyanna, you got a goal of how much y'all gonna spend.
Yes, there
Go
it
and give
is.
a gift card. Get a gift card or something. CASH. Cash
Ooh,
always work.
you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong when you get some cash. And just don't go in there and try to buy this, and folk look at the box or look at because you done left where you got it from on the box, and they said it was the Dollar General. Got me some for Dollar General. Ain't that some
But
fun?
listen to this. Give generic gifts. Avoid generic or last minute gifts that will likely be re-gifted or returned. This is where research On the recipient's preference is key. Now, some things that we do have to take thought, Mr. E. Don't, some people don't like fruitcake.
Right.
You ever seen somebody, I think my grandma or something, sometimes want to give people fruitcake. Everybody don't like fruitcake, but, try to give things that people can really, really use and they really like. Like it says, personalize it. If I don't like fruitcake, I do like gift cards, a whole bunch. So, hey, kind of stay in that vein.
Can you imagine somebody give you a round fruit cake with all the nuts? I like fruit cake. I like fruit cake. But can you imagine if they go out here and put them in a the stores will put them in a pretty box, put them in a pretty box, and then they give you the box. It's got all those different fruits. You don't even know what they are,
Ooh.
and nuts in there, and and sometimes that fruit can that fruit cake can be there for years and years and years, and they just reissue it.
The thing is, don't give stuff people can't use. Please, you should know if people can use it, if this is a good idea. Just don't just buy anything, even though you're on a budget. Just be considerate enough to buy stuff people can use.
And they said this one that at the bottom is a great one. Combine gifts without asking. Don't do it. Don't combine a birthday gift with a holiday gift. Don't do it. If your child born December 25th, give them a separate gift. Don't combine. This is all in one. Don't combine the birthday gift with a Christmas gift, because somewhere down the line they're gonna be upset behind that.
All right, so we got 5 Christmas gift rules. We mentioned one, but the gift rule is a method of gift giving that encourages thoughtful, quality presents over quantity, consisting of 5 categories: something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read, and something unexpected or experience based.
That's
The
right.
approach simplifies shopping, stays within a budget, and ensures gifts are both practical and delightful.
Don't forget, give those folks so they can be happy. When you're going to give gift to the women, brothers, if you're going to give gift to these ladies, give them something that they want, not something that you think that would be
Oh
nice on
Lord.
them. Give them
Yes.
something that they want. They appreciate it more.
Yes. And don't give gifts that you want. And then don't buy yourself a blower for the yard and give it to your wife. Don't buy something, some wrenches, and give it to. Don't buy stuff that you want and you won't give it to your wife because it's like, okay, we can both use it or whatever. Something they want. This is a non-essential item that the recipient has been wishing for, like a video game or a hobby-related tool.
But
Also, get something they need. This
that's
is
right.
practical item that will be useful. I just mentioned that they can use, such as a new kitchen gadget. Don't give me no kitchen gadget, oh Jesus, and or a quality notebook. I'll take the notebook. Technology is a good thing. Kind of think of what the person likes
You know,
and get what they need.
since it's ladies, why do they always give them kitchens and something in the kitchen, something to keep them working? Why do they give them bedroom shoes and bedroom coats and some and like they can't go outside the house or don't go outside the house. All they do is stay in the kitchen cooking chicken and wearing bathroom comfortable clothes. They
I
don't go
think
nowhere. They don't go in the street. They don't need no hats. They don't need no gloves. They don't need no boots. Just give them something like gadgets in the kitchen, a new mixer, a new blender, some pressure cooker where you go in and use it.
Mr. E, people try to get the most easiest gift, and especially what's available. If you go into a certain store now, they're gonna have stacked up all kind of things, and you're gonna like, oh, okay, they got blenders, or oh, they got gloves, oh, they got bathrobes, and you're gonna figure, hey, this one will get, I'll give that one that, give one that. But again, personalize it, give people, kind of figure out what they want. Uh, and need and pick accordingly. You don't have $1 million to be out there spending, so you got a few people that you're gonna shop for. So keep in mind the things that they really, really like.
So at the last moment in December, you had all year to think about this,
Hmm.
from January all the way to December. If your husband or your significant other came to you and said to you, "What do you want for Christmas?" And they
Ooh,
asked you January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and you still have not come to a conclusion. What do you need? What do you? They've been asking you through the course of the year. Right now, since it's December the 4th,
hmm
if they come to you and ask you right now, what do you
yes.
want for Christmas 5th, what would you say?
I tell you, I'm not shy about what I want. I'm gonna tell you that. I communicate very little all throughout the year. Yes, I want this trip. I want that. I want this. Give me a gift card. I'll take money. Just look. You know what I like, and I am gonna definitely let you know throughout the year what I want.
And that's wonderful because folk can go out and do what they do. But when you just don't know, go ahead and do what you do. Just go ahead, surprise me. Don't tell
You like
nobody. No,
surprises.
no,
Okay.
no.
Your surprise gifts. All right. Think about the last 2 years, Mr. E. How did you respond to your surprise gifts?
I won't tell you.
Oh, you need to tell us. We're trying to keep it real up here.
And what happens when you get gifts and that you don't want? You can't. You just put them like for example, some men get ties and socks. And when you
The regular.
and they don't look good. That's not your style. So, but they
Ah,
gave you a
okay,
tie
yes.
and just anything, some tools. It's not your style. So what you do, you put it in the closet and you leave it there, or you put it in your toolbox, or you put it in the drawer and leave it there. Don't pull it out for another 100 years, and say. And but here's what men do, and some of you and ladies do it also. That guy had a tendency to give me something and already have,
You already have it, and they give it.
and they give it to you again, assuming that that's what you want. Some folks will let you know, I want this, this, and this.
Wow. Now, knowing you, Mr. E, I can see that you're a person that like technology, you like gadgets, you like your hat. And so, Pete, that's what I'm saying. If you know somebody, you can kind of like look at them and see, or either if they drop in nuggets, you can hear some of the things that they would want. They said something, sometimes something to wear, a gift is clothing or an accessory, or a cozy sweater, or a hat, or jewelry. Some people love jewelry. Something to read. There can be books from their favorite author, or a magazine subscription, or a great novel. Something unexpected or to experience. Some people should give things that, like I said, that that person is going to just feel inspired and feeling good about.
Miss Shenton, we got to come back and do this for the men because I like
Oh,
talking about the gift for the men.
yes.
Some men, they put on a front and they don't tell everybody what they
Oh,
want, and
Lord.
the gift that they really don't appreciate it.
Oh,
So sometimes you got to know who you're giving gifts for so that they can appreciate it, because you want to see the great gratitude that comes off their faces when you give them a gift. You want to see a smile. Don't go and give them a wash and a dryer when both of y'all can use it.
what about somebody that don't even care if you give them a gift or not? It's like, what do you want? Nothing. Don't buy me a thing. I'm not a thing. I know my husband is like that. He's like, I don't care. If you all want to get something, that's fine. But look, don't press yourself, because it just, hey, got everything I need, everything I want. And so some people are like that. It's like, hey, give it to somebody else. I know we had a caller one time, and he just right there, then and there, he was gonna give the gift card to his wife. Some people are, just like that. They're like, hey, I got everything I need. I really, you can really do it. Do this giving to someone else.
Like some people have pride too, because when you get around company, when you invite people over for Christmas and they exchanging gifts and they give everybody else a gift, and because you said you don't know what you want, they don't give you anything. So you go
Oh.
behind their back and you saying, darn, they ain't give me nothing.
Yeah, that's a
They
sad
could
feeling.
have gave me a keychain.
Oh my goodness, that's a sad feeling. But look, you all have a wonderful time. If you're in the snow, make sure you stay warm and stay inside or do something, where and you won't, do any harm to yourself as you walk out in this weather. But we thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support. We're going to see you on Monday for Monday Sports Talk. We want you to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
And just in case there's some haters out there, let me tell you the newest news. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys lost last night to the Detroit Lions. So I want to get that out there. So I've been having calls. My
Oh
phone's
my
been ringing off
goodness.
the hook. I decided not to call. Let my answering service take it. For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. If you'd like to be a special guest or intern or sponsor, give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. That's right, you can email us at FYI Radio Show at Radio Show Live at gmail.com. You can go on our Facebook page and inbox us and let us know that you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor or intern. If you want to be in the audience, send us your email. We email you back the date and time. Don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. 40 degrees on the outside is raining, but the weatherman said it's going to stop. Bye now.
All right, Mr. E, speaking of the Cowboys, don't you know that they said that the Cowboys and Kansas City, that was the most seen game of all time? It's regular games of all time, not the Super Bowl, but of regular games of all time, the most viewed. I was like, woo,
Well,
that's cool.
when you look at the game, speaking of the game, and when you look at the game last night, there's three things that you got to pay close attention to. The referees is one. The
Mm-hmm.
referees helped Detroit beat the
That's
game
that
last
thing.
night.
Why you
You
say that?
just got to look at it. I'll give you more on Monday and let you know what's popping.
All right, we're going to check it out. You all make sure you join us on Monday. In the meantime, let me give you some upcoming shows. Not only are we going to be doing sports talk on Monday morning on FYI at 9:30 a.m., but on FYI After Dark at 6 o'clock p.m. on all social media platforms, we have Dr. Patricia Turner from Norfolk 17. That's December the 8th. Then Dr. Earl Bynum, he's going to be with us with his new book and a tour, actually, December 10th. And he'll also join us on the 15th. We're looking forward to seeing him then. Author Rhonda Driver has a panel discussion of ladies that's going to be on, and that's going to be on a different day. That's going to be on December the 12th. And we would love for you all to join us. We'll make that announcement and put the post up so you all can join us for that particular show. Hot topics, Yolanda Hinton, around the town. This is a good time to do that around the town too. All this stuff going on, in our community. Also, real estate. I can't wait. After New Year's, we're going to be doing a real estate piece with Chris Hinton, talking about where real estate is at this point, where it is now. Cryptocurrency, Jason Baker, we're going to have him back on. Tony Jones, community advocate, will be on. If you'd like to be a special guest, intern, or sponsor, Mr. E is going to give you that information.
All you have
right
to do is
back.
give us a call at 757-714-7861. That's 757-714-7861. Or you can email us or inbox the Edward Everett Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, or you can email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, okay?
All right. Look, don't forget to join us back here for Sports Talk. And don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We'll talk with you all soon. Be blessed. Sheila Roberts, I know you're there. And all you guys that visit us, make sure you come over to After Dark. We're going to be doing giveaways and things over there. So, look, be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.